Redstone. A red stone that can power things. That can also get you max talisman bag. A very large bag that can store a lot of talisman. It is also a stone that I've spent much of my life collecting. As you can see here, I have collected over 6.4 million redstone. I am also top 0.3687 in redstone. Now what does that mean? I have no idea. I have collected a lot of redstone, and I have crafted a lot of things using redstone. But you know what I haven't crafted with redstone? The weather stick. It's a stick that changes the weather of your island. It's a magical stick that uses 2 enchanted redstone on 1 stick to change the weather. This stick is able to change the weather. The weather is the state of the atmosphere at a given time or place. So if I can change the atmosphere, I can suck out all the oxygen in the atmosphere. And if there's no oxygen in the atmosphere, then everything that breathes oxygen on land will have to become fish and use their gills to breathe oxygen from the water. That's how fish people became a thing. Yes, Aquaman is real! Not only that, the Earth's atmosphere protects us from the sun's ultraviolet radiation. If I can change the atmosphere, I can take that away. I can take away the protection that the atmosphere gives us. And we'll all be hit with the dangers of the sun's ultraviolet radiation. Knowing this, I knew I needed to craft the weather stick. But at the moment, I had no idea how. So then I spent the next 69,420 hours reading books on how to craft the weather stick. Which also means just buying 2 enchanted redstone in a stick and putting it in a crafting table. See, if you put spending 69,420 hours reading books on how to craft the weather stick into Google Translate, it translates to buying 2 enchanted redstone in a stick and putting it into a crafting table. If you translate it to complete dog shit. Slowly, my brain became bigger and bigger as I read more books. Until finally, it was time to craft the weather stick. Yes, I crafted the weather stick. I sucked out all the oxygen in the atmosphere, and in doing so, I accidentally created all the fish people you see living in the ocean. What? You don't see fish people living in the ocean? They're everywhere. Are you telling me these things aren't fish people? You're telling me these things are called dolphins? Well, if you don't want to become a dolphin, the only way to do that is to like and subscribe! The weather stick is really a useful gardening tool. I can make it rain or sunny whenever I want. People were so impressed with my power that the Queen of the Wizards even said that she sensed great power in me. A great wizard by the name of Roland challenged me to a duel, and he said that
if you wish to defeat me, train for another 100 years.
So, I then proceeded to train for another 100... Oh, he's dead.
That right there is emotional damage.
And with great power comes great responsibility. So I then begun my journey to try and cure cancer. You see, many have tried and failed to do this. But I have one thing they didn't have. The weather stick. Well, how do we cure cancer? Let's start by curing skin cancer. What causes skin cancer? The sun. So how do we get rid of skin cancer? We get rid of the sun! You might be thinking, how do we get rid of the sun? Well, in Chinese mythology, there's a man called Hou Yi. He had a bow, and he shot down 9 suns. And it seems all he did was point a bow at the sun and shoot it. So then I bought a Juju short bow, aimed it at the sun, and shot down the sun. But without the sun, none of the plants grew anymore. And the world started to starve of starvation. I think I'm starting to understand why Hou Yi only shot down 9 suns. The weather stick is really a useful gardening tool. I can make it rain or sunny whenever I want. That's it! I can just remake the sun with the weather stick! And just like that, I had cured and brought back skin cancer. The sun allows us to live, and yet it also kills us. I guess some things are just weird like that. So every time you look at the sun, remember to think that there could have been 10 of them.